The Calcutta University Commission 1917. In this class, we are going to discuss the background of the Commission, aims and objectives, reforms of secondary education, functions of the Commission, defects of the secondary education, other educational recommendations, training for teachers, education for women, modern Indian languages, and an assessment. Let us see what is the background of this commission. The appointment of the commission was proposed in 1914, but due to the outbreak of the World War I, it was not possible. Because of the World War I, the proposed chairman of the commission, Lord Hildon, had refused to head it. After the war, the government appointed the Calcutta University Commission in 1917 mainly to look into the affairs of Calcutta University. Yet, in its report, it deals with different aspects of education. The objectives are: know the necessity of setting up of the Calcutta University Commission, familiar with the terms of reference of the Commission, explain Commission recommendations regarding secondary education, describe recommendations on intermediate education, explain recommendation on university education and Calcutta University, assess the recommendations of the Commission, analyze the result of the recommendations. What are the aims of the Commission? The Commission was required to examine the conditions and workings of the Calcutta University and suggest measures for its reforms. It was also authorized to study the condition of other universities in the country. After the name of its chairman, this commission is also popularly known as Sadler's Commission. The functions of the commission. In March 1919, the commission submitted its report to the government. This report was in 13 parts and it had elaborate suggestions for reforms of Calcutta University. The suggestions, though for Calcutta University, could be equally applicable to other universities in the country. The Commission started its report with the examination of secondary education as it considered it as the basis for university education. The Commission studied the various problems of the university very carefully to give constructive suggestions for the reforms of both secondary and university education. The Commission examined the organization, nature, and working method of the university and gave suggestions for their improvement. What are the reforms of secondary education? The Commission has made a discussion in detail about secondary education. Secondary and higher education are interlinked and secondary education is the basis of higher education. In the opinion of the Commission, it is not possible to bring about revolutionary changes in the field of higher education without making changes in secondary education. Therefore, some fundamental changes were suggested in the secondary education for the sake of improving the university education. The Commission recommended that the dividing line between the university and the secondary courses should be drawn at the intermediate examination rather than at the matriculation, and the government should create a new type of institutions called intermediate colleges. Now we shall discuss the existing of the secondary education system and then proceed to the suggestions for reforms. What are the defects of the secondary education? The secondary schools are suffering from lack of educational tools and equipment. Secondary education has become narrow because of being over-influenced by matriculation examination. The fundamental defects of secondary education is dearth of suitable teachers. Most of the teachers are untrained. The teachers are paid very poorly and it is difficult to procure efficient teachers with a poor salary. reforms on secondary education. The Commission realized that it is necessary to reorganize secondary education in order to give a desirable direction to university education. The Commission offered the following suggestions to reform. The first essential thing for the improvement of secondary education is the supply of necessary funds. The Commission recommended sanctioning of 40 lakhs of rupees annually for the purpose. The medium of instruction in the secondary schools be diversified. A board of secondary and intermediate education should be established in each province. Commission on University Education. In the opinion of the Commission, the Calcutta University had assumed a huge dimension in the form of its various affiliated educational institutions. So it remarked that it was not possible for the university to perform its task successfully. Therefore, the Commission gave the following suggestions. Another university should be established at Dhaka. The various colleges within the urban area should be organized into one university which should take up teaching work. The colleges in the rural areas should be grouped into one organized colleges university. University administration, function and organization. The university must be given enough freedom for the performance of its duties. The powers of the university teachers should be widened. The BA course should be of the 3 years duration. Outside experts should serve on selection committees for appointing readers and professors. The Vice Chancellor should be a salaried officer. Teaching facilities should be provided for various subjects. Special attention should be paid on health on university students. For this, a director of health education should be appointed. Other educational recommendations. It has been mentioned earlier that although the Sadler Commission was appointed to look into the affairs of Calcutta University, yet it deals with some other aspects of university education also. The views of the Commission with regard to some of the important issues are as follows. Training of teacher. The Commission rightly realized necessity of teachers' training, without which it is not possible to improve the standard of secondary education. The Commission recommended the following suggestions. The number of trained teachers should be increased without any delay. Education should be taught as an independent subject in both intermediate and in BA classes. Department of Education should be created in Calcutta and Dhaka universities for teaching education as an independent subjects. Education for women. The government should start Pardha schools for those girls whose parents have a desire to educate their daughter up to the age of 15 or 16. Co-education should be encouraged in those places where there are no separate institutions for girls. A special board of women's education should be established in Calcutta University, and a special curriculum should be provided according to the educational needs of women. Women should be given training in medicines. Modern Indian languages. The Calcutta University Commission laid special emphasis on the development of modern Indian languages and on the study of vernacular at different stages of education. In the opinion of the Commission, systematic effort must be made to promote the serious study of the vernaculars in secondary schools, intermediate colleges, and in the university. An evaluation of the recommendations. The recommendations of the Commission, though meant for only Calcutta University, serve as a guideline for the entire university education in the country. Accordingly, the various universities in the country began to reorganize themselves. Thus, the Commission gave a new life to universities. Calcutta University was benefited immensely. Its working capacity was increased and it did not remain only an examining body. It was now engaged in teaching and doing research. Consequently, the student community was greatly helped to receive better education. The commission has been criticized on the ground that it proposed many new things much before time and they were not suitable in view of the circumstances that prevailing. It is remarked that the commission tried to pattern the Calcutta University on the lines of Oxford and Cambridge universities. This attempt was not appropriate as the condition in India was different from that in England. Creating a separate board of high school and intermediate education was also considered as much as ahead of time. Conclusion. We may conclude that the utility of the recommendations of the Commission cannot be denied. Due to the suggestions for this Commission, a number of new universities were opened in the country. Of these, the universities at Patna, Lucknow, Aligarh, Agra, Decca, Nagpur, Hyderabad and Mysore may be mentioned. The recommendations of the Commission revolutionized the shape of secondary educations. So it will not be wrong to conclude that the recommendations of the Commission have been much more important than those in any previous commission or committee on education. Thank you.